All right, we're back. This would be episode number 21. We are past 20. We made it. I guess first things first. I saw the post, and I know you saw the post today of Mux saying that he would want to be a guest on a podcast. I feel like we should do that again.
That would be fun.
And I really just want to make them available again. It seems so dumb that I've blocked them because...
Oh, you mean the podcast, right?
Mm-hmm,
okay.
Episodes 1 through 18 are hidden on YouTube. But, yeah, that was I felt like that was a really great episode. And that was episode number 9. And for those of you who don't know, Mux Mool is an electronic musician, and he made the intro music for this podcast, and he's become quite the family friend over the years. So maybe that could be an upcoming guest. We could make another trip down there, or make him come up here. But
we trip.
Yeah, probably go down there. So anyway, figured I would just bring that up, put that out in the ether. We just got home from a long day of Kirsten getting tattooed.
What if I didn't want to tell people? I'm just kidding. That's
we
fine.
Could start this over.
No, it's fine. It was fun. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you not want to tell people?
No, it's fine. I haven't been telling people intentionally, and then they just find out on their own. So I guess we'll find out really who listens to our podcast if they're like, let's see your tattoo.
Shout out to my brother Josh. Shout out to Jesse. Shout out to my friend Ralph. Shout out to my brother Jordan. That's about it.
Okay, sorry. I thought that was just random for a second. I was like, oh, those are the people that listen.
Yeah, those are the people who I know listen every time. But
that's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's exciting. I think that
is very
exciting. You should be.
My arm is kind of on fire right now.
I bet.
It burns.
Is that sweater okay on it?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. It hurts, but I mean, I think that's to be expected. It's just when I rub something against it, it's oh.
I don't know if people would. I mean, you have essentially a sleeve pieced together on the one arm I do.
It's so sloppy. That's the thing is those were all tattoos over the years that I didn't really plan. It was just psh, psh, psh. And it's funny because
I have the same thing. Yeah.
That's all you can see. I definitely want to fill my wrist up, so we're gonna have to put some stuff in there. I want it to be a sleeve, not a,
I'm sure. Hey.
Oh yeah.
Same with the inside.
Yep. He actually, when he was looking at it when we were done, he was like, "Oh, he thought that there was more room in there, but there's less, so that's good." But yeah, the goal is to complete the entire arm. But it goes up to here, all the way up there. It was a very good size, very good placement. So
yeah. Do you want to talk about it? I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's more exciting to talk about it than to wait until somebody sees you in a sleeveless shirt.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
You can talk about it. That's fine.
You can talk about it.
You can talk about it. It was 5 hours we were there for, right? About almost 6 hours.
We were there for 6 hours. You were getting tattooed, I would guess, for 5.5.
Yeah, because there were little breaks in between.
But those were brief.
Right.
I don't know how he can smoke a cigarette that fast.
Yeah.
That's incredible. One inhaled, one drag, and he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have kept going without the breaks, to be completely honest. Could have just been bam, 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 do it. But people need their smokes.
I've every time that I've gotten a tattoo that's been a long session, I have been the one who's asked for breaks because I always have to pee a lot during a tattoo.
Yeah, normally for me it's the poops, up until the point I get nervous, and so I just feel I have to. But once it gets going, normally it's just smooth sailing.
Yeah, unrelated.
Yeah.
So Kirsten got the outline of her sleeve tattoo done today in one sitting, and shout out to Cody Meyer.
I like if anyone's in Colorado and paying attention to this podcast and willing to travel to Denver, if you're not in Denver, like that, seriously, I've had many tattoos and I'm like, we should have him do something for you, but that like literally was the least painful tattoo I've ever had.
Mm-hmm. I think you should get your sleeve done.
Right.
But I definitely want to have him do the jungle.
For sure.
On my shin.
Yeah.
So. And
also to go back to the pain thing, not like obviously tattoos can hurt and like maybe, well, what I mean to say, the way he tattoos, like he was talking about like his method and technique and stuff. And he like intentionally does like goes out of his way somehow to make it not hurt as much, just like from his method, which is interesting because I thought that maybe it just hurts the same every time because
I knew that's not the case because I've definitely had, and you've had artists that are, that
recently this hurt real bad. Like, and that guy felt like he was like, "Grr."
Yeah, that one hurt on me too. And I was like, wow, I've gotten way larger tattoos that didn't hurt so bad. But I thought, I don't know, I guess because I told you earlier, the nicest feeling, the least painful tattoo that I got was done by like I don't know. I mean, he's a great tattoo artist. I don't remember his name, but he like just started at this tattoo shop. Like it was his first time working at a tattoo shop. And this was 2013. I was getting everything ready to move out to Colorado from Michigan. And I was selling everything. And I sold my motorcycle, and then I put my motorcycle jacket on Craigslist, and I got a message, and the guy was like, if you're down, if you want to come down to Three Rivers, which is like a rural town in South Michigan. It's like, if you want to come down to Three Rivers, I'll give you $70 and a tattoo for the jacket, which was like a $200 jacket. And so I went down there, like, I don't know, I've always had some ideas that have come to me for what to get for tattoos, but I remember on that occasion I had nothing idea.
Was that the cold shower one?
No, the one on my side, the breathe in the future, breathe out the past, with the compass. And
that one's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I had no idea, and I was like asking people, what should I get? And like nothing. So I was down there and I was with them, and I was like, I really want to do this with you, but I have no idea what to get. And we ended up like flipping through his notebook, and he had that compass with, I guess it's like the chain that would be hanging off of like a pocket watch.
Yeah.
And so it's like half pocket watch, half compass. And it had the chain and like dangling off. And we just essentially took that as a basis. And I like made the time on the part that's pocket watch set to the date that I moved out here to Colorado. And I had the compass part pointing west. And then we took the chain that was hanging off, and it formed like an infinity logo, and then we put some words around it. So it ended up being cool,
very
but it was
symbolic.
Yeah, but it like ultimately started because of his drawing that was in his book, and we just like tweaked it to make it, I don't know, make it more unique to me.
Yeah.
So
that's a cool one though.
Yeah, I mean, I like the tattoo, but I guess I'm getting off point here. That was like the one time that I remember laying there and being like, wow, this doesn't hurt at all. But it's nice that you got a whole sleeve done and it wasn't terribly painful.
Well, let me tell you right now, when I went to take a sip of my drink here, like any like rubbing of my shirt on my arm, it's like, ow.
Yeah,
Because
that looks
the elbow
uncomfortable.
hurts. No, do I look uncomfortable or does the shirt just look uncomfortable?
I mean, like
On
that
the arm?
material looks like it
Oh,
would be
no, it's not.
uncomfortable on a tattoo.
It's fluffy. It's not bad.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's fine. But it's just like anything touching my arm right now is just, you can see it's all like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in some pain, but it's worth it for sure. The elbow though, that definitely killed. And I was just like, this doesn't hurt. But I was dying inside. And it hurts, like when I bend it, and like
So
this is
worth
gonna be
it.
painful.
Though.
Yeah, I know. I always hate like the healing process. It takes forever. At least it seems like that to me. And I end up like picking at it, and I like need to
Don't
just
do
not.
that.
I know.
You can't do that.
But the
with
thing is,
this.
it's my entire arm, so I don't think I'm gonna be like, because I could really mess it up. But I won't do that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, definitely don't pick at this one.
But also,
please.
he was saying to not put like a ton of moisturizer on it, like just to kind of let it breathe or whatever. And so I will definitely do it a little differently. It sounds like I put way too much lotion on this one, and that's why.
Yeah, I thought that the last time too.
Yeah,
but
well, what can you do?
I don't know.
Pew.
Do it right.
Hi, baby.
Oh, that's a poopus. Oh, hi, baby.
Oh, hi.
Our guest. Hi, John. Hi, John. Oh, little baby. Good girl. Good girl.
Then she just bites at her leg. Itching her leg.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys caught that, but we both called her John. And she just has a million names. And one of them happens to be John. And it's stuck. So we call our girl dog John.
John, Pim, Pom,
Pom, Pim.
Pube. Called her Pube once on accident.
She's like, yeah, you talking about me?
Oh, did your baby?
Oh, there she goes.
Yeah.
She missed us today.
And
she
all
was home
week.
alone. Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
She had fun this week, though.
Oh, yeah, she did. Her mom, when she was dropping her off, was saying that she misses Scarlett already. I could see that. She's sad, baby.
Yeah. Well,
How did you pee?
she spent the week up at Kirsten's parents' place, running around with all of their dogs, and that was fun for her. Kirsten was away.
Yeah. Chicago for work.
Mm-hmm.
Whee!
Talk about
yeah.
it. I'm going to
yeah.
move this light here.
That's fine.
Keep going.
Yes, I had a trip to Chicago, and that's the thing is, like, I wanted an arm tattoo, the sleeve. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and then I decided that when we went in to go book it, that it would be after this trip that I knew I had coming up, because I was kind of dreading it just because I don't like flying. But it worked out well, like gone for like an entire week. My flight got super delayed Friday, and then come back and get a reward.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think at a certain point you may have expressed that it was even like, I don't know, not as exciting because you're coming off of this long trip.
Oh, yeah.
And then you had to...
No, it was exciting for sure. I
exciting.
wasn't quite sure though. But the trip was fun itself. I got to meet a bunch of coworkers that I've never met before. So that was really cool. Everyone's so like professional and so nice. Sometimes I like talk, like I think bad about myself. Like I'm not as professional, or I'm just kind of dumb. Like I tell you, I doubt myself. But overall it was really fun. And we had presentations. We were doing like demo QBRs. And
What is a QVR?
QBR. It's a quarterly business review, and most like account managers, success managers, whatever, they do those just to like, I don't know, increase like spend, look for areas of improvement, figure out what's working, what's not. Obviously just making that client successful with your business. But I was joking around, like it was kind of last minute, we prepared them, and I kept making everything shark themed. Like I put a bunch of shark GIFs.
I actually don't know. I've gone back and forth on that one.
But yeah, and the whole, like the very first, like the title of the presentation was, I'm sure people, like you can picture it. There's a picture of like a little man on a surfboard, and I feel like I'm gonna sneeze.
Cover your mouth, please.
I will if I sneeze. I'm trying
You
to
don't
get
look
it
like
away.
you're going to.
Stop. I'm just making it go away. But there's a giant wave and like a little surf man, and the giant wave is like huge. Obviously shark would never be that big, but like you see the shark's like face in it. So the title page was my company name along the shark, and then this client, I like pasted their logo over the little surfer guy, like the shark was gonna come eat him. But yeah, anyways, at the very end of the presentation, my boss was just like, was there a reason for the shark graphics? And I was like, no, I guess just to grab everyone's attention. And I talked to him later about it just to make sure I wasn't like in trouble or anything. And they thought it was because this client has an office in Miami. They're like, we just thought maybe it was like, Miami Sharks, whatever.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, no.
That's good symbolism, I would think.
Yeah. But anyways, that was really good.
The creative side of business, probably.
Yeah. The trip itself, though, went pretty well. That first night when I flew in on Monday, I didn't sleep. Like, I went to bed at it was 3 or 4, and I woke up at 7, maybe 8. I don't remember, but I barely slept, and I don't know why. I just laid there, couldn't sleep. So I think that kind of threw off the whole trip. I felt pretty tired the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a hard couple of days. I slept like crap the first night when you were gone too, and then it's just a busy week.
Chicago was a cool city, though. I gotta say, it's been a long time. We're actually trying to go to that, the glass thing that hangs out of is that the Sears building or a different building?
I think it is the Sears Tower, yeah. But did they change the name of that?
Yeah, I think they did, because when I Googled it, it kept coming up with something else. I can't remember what it was called.
Sears is out of business now.
Oh, but anyways, I wanted to go do that, but I just didn't find the time. I guess I could have went Thursday evening, but I just wanted to get to the airport and come home.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my flight was delayed. It was snowing in Chicago and people were freaking out. It was so funny. It wasn't even sticking to the ground. People were like, ah, which is weird because I feel like they normally get snow. But yes, my flight was delayed there. Chicago, it was snowing. Denver, it was snowing. And I went up to the counter. I was like, please get me on another flight because mine was at 10. Although the day ended at 3:30. But they didn't have an earlier flight. And so my flight was delayed from 10 to 10:50 to 11 something, maybe 11:50. I don't know. It was delayed a couple of times. And then we finally got out at 12:15 Chicago time in the morning. So I didn't get home until close to 3 a.m. Friday. Very tired. Yeah. So tired.
Yeah, that was tough. Yeah. I mean, of course, Kirsten was up way later. I just stayed up until Kirsten was boarding the plane, and then I fell asleep, and I woke up for a minute when Kirsten got home at 3, and then I got up 2 hours later, and then I was at work for ever.
From 8:30 a.m. until 7:30, right?
Mm-hmm.
A full day.
Yeah, nonstop. So I came home last night after not sleeping so much the night before and just tired. And I feel like I'm still in that tired zone.
Me too.
I was falling asleep on the ride down to Denver this morning.
Yeah. I was actually very sleepy too. I was like, oh, this is dangerous. But we made it, so it's okay. But yeah, I feel like tomorrow we should definitely lounge real hard because I feel exhausted too. And it's Saturday. It's not even 8 o'clock yet.
I know. Thank you for pushing for this.
I know you're all like, do you want to podcast? What did you say? We can if you want to. And I was like, well,
we can.
I definitely don't want to do this tomorrow. Sundays are the Lord's Day.
Yeah, you're right.
Can I look at the pictures that you took of my arm? Courtney wants to see.
No, they're on that camera.
Oh, you didn't take any with your phone?
No.
Oh, shit.
My phone sucks.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Why would I take them with me?
I was just creeping, though, and I saw Tattoo Guy's Instagram. He already posted pictures of it. I look pretty fat.
That was the one thing when he was Eli's pictures are going to look better. I didn't say it, but I was like, yeah, that's going to be faster. Cause
oh, yeah, for sure.
You take out your phone, you take a picture, and then you're like, well, that's that. I took 500 pictures today, and I'll have to go through them and then pick a few that I actually really like. And
you can totally share online. I find it anytime I've gotten tattoos in the past, I'm very like, I'm getting a tattoo. Like, you want to see a picture? I'm getting a tattoo, blah, blah, blah. And then like, this is the first time that I've been able to keep it to myself, really. Like, no one knows. I mean, my mom doesn't even know what I got a tattoo of. That's the funny thing, or where it is or what it is. And yeah.
I never took a picture of the lion that's on my forearm, and I would run into people and people wouldn't say anything. I think it just blends in. So if you're really happy about it, you have to like
share it with the world.
Yeah.
I mean, we will.
Know.
If you post pictures, that's totally fine. And that's fine with me.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I took 500.
500.
Actually, I think it was 555.
Jesus. But that was fun. You were sitting there taking fun pictures.
Yeah. I took some fun pictures. I took a lot of pictures. I'm curious to see what the pictures look like when I walk down to get food.
Yeah.
And there was... I really missed an opportunity. I should have just done it. But there was a spot along the sidewalk. And, sorry, that's really loud in my ears. What's your mouth on there?
Sorry. Does that mean everyone can hear it?
Yeah. I was walking down the sidewalk to get the food, and there was a guy standing up against one of the buildings. And there were, like, spots where... Because it was warm today, so the snow was melting. So it was like every awning was like
drippy.
Miniature raining, just constantly.
Yeah.
And there was a guy standing in this one spot where it was like a foot and a half of just dry, and he was standing up against the wall, definitely smoking a weed vape.
Nice.
But he also was like the hippest dude.
Like a hipster?
Yeah, he looked cool.
Yeah.
So I should have taken that picture, but didn't want to make him feel awkward, especially because I knew he was smoking weed, and who knows what that paranoia could do. But yeah, so I went and got food, and then on the way back I took some pictures.
Nice.
And then the one guy stopped me. He's like, "You want to take a picture of us?" And I was like, sure. And then one girl was like doing everything in her power to like get ready for this picture that she'll never see ever.
Gotta look good for the people. They probably, I mean, imagine if you see someone taking pictures and you're walking down a street, maybe it's some famous photographer. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
me. I know. When you said that, I was like, what?
Yeah.
That was super random. Were they old people, young people?
Can't tell anymore. I never know.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. I'm still in that mode where like people are older than me, but they're not.
Yeah.
Like every NFL football player is younger than me.
But they look older than you.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, probably. I just, for whatever reason, yeah. So I don't know. I can't tell anymore. But I'm guessing it was just a couple of hungover friends or something, and they were
take our picture.
Yeah. So whatever. I just took a picture of some random people and then tried to get some like reflection pictures off of windows alongside the sidewalk, and
nice. Sounds fun.
I was walking behind this dude with a trench coat holding a purple bag, and I hope I got a decent picture of it because it was...
Were you just carrying your camera like down at your side and snapping pictures?
I did that a couple of times, but I actually was like trying to hold it up and take a picture, but I had my sunglasses on with a bag of food in my hand, so it was like I wasn't going to try too hard to like make sure they look great, because also don't know what I'm going to do with the pictures. But yeah, I figure tomorrow I'll probably try to make another one of those
still movie
things. Yeah.
Oof.
Been working on those lately.
The sleepies hit me hard like 2 seconds ago. I just stretching and then I was like, ugh. I woke up early today. If it was on my terms, I would have slept until like 11.
Yeah. I was woken up by our sweet pup
5
early.
a.m., right?
5 a.m., yep. And we went to bed at like midnight.
Midnight-ish.
Yeah, my head hurt. I'm definitely going to develop Alzheimer's from not sleeping enough.
Well, you do that to yourself.
Not always.
I guess we need to start going to bed at 9 p.m. on the weekends.
No. I just got to resist our sweet pup.
Is it low battery? Is that what's going on? You see the thing is blinking?
Yeah, that means that it's recording.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
And I like how it slowly gets darker. But the thing is like, yeah. I don't know. Just get a brighter light. Like you don't have
That's
to.
what I said.
Yeah, but like you said, get another light. Like just get a brighter light. How much was this one?
$30.
$30, yeah.
If I just got another light and we set it like right over there, I think it would help.
That's fine. More lights.
Yeah, or if we just did this during the day, then
That's
I wouldn't
fair.
have to worry about it at all.
I guess today's a little different because we were gone all day. But yes, we can do it during the day next time.
Yeah. The last couple we've just done at night. And I mean, we did some at night before, but I guess the major difference is that the camcorder that we used prior to this camera was just, there were no settings. So now if you want it to actually look good, you have to follow a formula of settings that are better in daytime.
Yeah.
Or with more light, because it seems bright in here, but dark on there. But I also can fix that later, and I do. So people watching it won't know how dark it really is on that screen.
Oh.
Yeah.
I really liked Chicago as a city. That
That's
wasn't
good.
that bad.
Yeah, I'm going to go there soon.
Yeah, when is that?
End of May. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's like 3
Memorial
months.
Day.
February, March, April. 4 months away.
Yeah. Ish. A little less.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I should probably buy those tickets.
Maybe. I'll buy them for you.
Figure that stuff out. But yeah, I want to take pictures there.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was a pretty city, and I don't know if that's just because it was like I only arrived when it was dark, and then when I stayed it was just cloudy and there was snow, just like little light snow. Like we were in a high building and it was just like, but yeah, it was really cool. I really liked it. It was a pretty city with a river running through it and all the big yachts down on the river and the weird parking structure where it looked like it was a circle and there were cars like parked like this on the ends.
I don't know that one, but yeah, I like it. The last time I was there was in the summer and it smelled like urine, hot urine everywhere, which was not desirable.
Isn't Chicago supposed to be like a big gang city and like something about people, like more people die in Chicago a year than like the U.S. combined or something?
Yeah, I think it's like more people died in Chicago than in the Iraq War or something. Yeah.
But that's
I
so
don't know
weird
if that's
though.
true or
It was
not,
so, maybe it's gentrified. Maybe it's getting
No,
less.
it's
Okay.
just the south side in particular. So like not down well, it's all bad, but yeah, the further south you go, the vastly worse it gets.
That was I thought maybe I was making the wrong decision when I was at the airport and I saw like the ride share and like something bus whatever and I was like, oh, I need to go there. And I flew into Midway. It was very not well labeled. Like I was just looking for a taxi or like I pulled up the Lyft app on my phone and I saw these ladies wearing like Lyft vests. I was like, is this where I pick up a Lyft? And then they were like, do you have like a number, like a code or something? And I was like, oh no. But then I like stepped outside trying to figure it out. There was a row of taxis, but then there's two huge like Suburbans. Boom, boom, black, like super blacked out. And there were two guys chatting or like, you need a lift? And I was like, Yeah, I was really tired and I was like, sure. And yeah, they were like $49 flat to downtown. Ended up being $66, but that's okay. But yeah, no, I just got like in a Suburban and took the Suburban ride to the hotel. And I was a little nervous. I was like, this is very not marked car. The taxis are over there. It's the same type of car, just two guys standing here, like a little sketchy. But no, it was fine. He was very nice.
Seems like the least sketchy, actually. It sounds presidential.
Well, maybe like the drug lords drive big old Suburbans. Blacked out.
Drug lords are giving people rides.
Yeah. Well, he gave me his card too. He's like, if you need a ride back on Thursday, 'cause he was, we were talking about the trip and everything, and I was like, yeah, I might do that, but I didn't do that. But that would have been another $66, and a lift is probably like $20. So.
Did you get more than the 3 pictures that you posted online?
Oh, really? I got one with some people on the team. I actually don't have any pictures. That was Courtney. And we're podcasting.
Okay.
But, yeah, sorry. She just texted me. But yes, let me look for my photos. Besides that really funny one that I took, that I saved while I was there, the halftime show we deserved. But there's a picture that I took that I sent to you. Then there's like the downtown. Like
was I right?
window.
Did you take that in the Messenger app?
Yes, I think you're right. Yes,
okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
And then here is the team, and I look like a transsexual.
What does that mean?
I'm not saying it's anything bad, but I definitely look like a man in this picture. That's the thing.
It's not even the right term for that.
Well,
and no, you don't.
A lady that dresses like a man, is that not transsexual? Or a lady that, maybe a man that dresses like a lady. Sorry. Yeah, I look very foxy. Yeah. I know there's very few people I talk about at work. But I know, did you recognize that's Rihanna, one of my coworkers, and then Charlie, the Excel guy, and the rest of them that I just met, Gina, Megan, a couple of people, I don't know their names. But yeah, they were very nice. But outside of that, oh yeah, here's this picture I took with when we were walking back from the bar, but that was it.
It's nice.
That's my boss. She was drinking a lot. It was fun.
It's got to be interesting to have like a get together with coworkers and stuff outside of work. We don't do that where I work, which is fine.
That's like a big thing that they do. I feel like anytime that I'm out with any of the coworkers for like events like this, there's a couple that talk about how wasted like some people get and like, oh, it was such a crazy night. And it's like I don't know. I couldn't stay out late and get like wasted in front of coworkers. That sounds kind of uncomfortable.
Didn't you?
No, I was definitely pretty buzzed, but I wasn't like blackout drunk like some of the stories they were talking about. But no, we had quite a few drinks, but I was okay. I drank a lot of water. It kind of balanced it out. I felt fine in the morning, just a little groggy. What are you looking for?
I was going to play the thing that I made with Nick, the photo, but the video, but who cares? So we can watch this.
Okay. What is this video of?
This is something that I saw on Facebook.
Don't forget to press the buttons.
Thank
you. Talking about that.
This is something that I saw on my Facebook news feed that somebody posted, and it's interesting. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I listen to a lot of people, and it's strange to me that how many people deny white privilege and deny racism, and like even on podcasts, and like powerful white people, I'll give Joe Rogan as an example, says that it's unfair that okay, so the reality is nobody can be racist to white people because white people have it the best. People get the word racism and prejudice confused. So that is what they say, like, what do you mean it can't be, like, other people can't be racist it happens all the time. Well, no, it doesn't, because racism has everything to do with privilege and being born with a leg up. And it's really strange how people don't see
Grasp
that
onto that.
or believe it.
But real quick too, a disclosure, like you go to school about like to learn things like this. So what you know is like actual correct fact knowledge, because I see a lot of people that are like that make comments and stuff on Facebook about people being racist to white people. And after what you've told me, I'm just like, shut up.
Yeah. I took one class about it.
Still, you learned a lot though. I remember you talking about that one quite a bit.
It's eye-opening because I was probably lumped in with this category that I'm talking about not long ago.
Yep, me too.
But the reality is racism has everything to do with born advantages, and prejudice is where you're just like saying terrible things about other people based on their skin color.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I hear a lot of people denying that it's impossible for, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, anyway, I saw this, and I thought, wow, this actually explains this whole debate, and yeah, I figured it would be worthwhile to just...
For sure. I'm excited. Like, it's been sitting here just ready to play for
I'm
like...
sorry, B, that's making so much noise.
I'm sorry. I don't
you don't
know.
have the headphones, so you can't hear it, but I'm just letting you know.
Sorry.
So yeah, I'm going to just play this, and you guys can watch it as well. And
can you hear me breathing out into the microphone?
You might actually need to put headphones on so you can hear this.
That's fine. I don't need them. I'll just watch unless they talk.
Yeah, they talk a lot. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go get headphones. Hold on. Keep talking.
Okay. There are some by the controller over there. But yeah, so I know I just like made a really terrible roundabout way of explaining what we're about to watch, but I just want to... I'm not trying to like say that I'm better than anybody because like I have this realization or this perspective. I just am hoping to advance education and create another perspective for other people who feel like it's who feel like racism is something that anyone can take part in, where it's not. So, let's watch this, and then we'll talk about it.
Hey, line up! Shoulder to shoulder. Take off your backpacks. Basketball, line up. We're about to race. Hey, we are racing
I've
for a
seen this
$100
one.
bill.
Yeah.
The winner of this race will take this. It's a $100 bill. Before I say go, I'm going to make a couple statements. If those statements apply to you,
that's fine.
I want you to take 2 steps forward.
I'm sorry,
If
this
those
is the worst
statements
quality
don't
ever.
apply to you, I want you to stay right where you're at. Take 2 steps forward if both of your parents are still married. Take 2 steps forward if you grew up with a father figure in the home. Take 2 steps forward if you had access to a private education. Take 2 steps forward if you had access to a free tutor growing up. Take 2 steps forward if you've never had to worry about your cell phone being shut off. Take 2 steps forward if you've never had to help mom or dad with the bills. Take 2 steps forward if it wasn't because of your athletic ability, you don't have to pay for college. Take 2 steps forward if you never wondered where your next meal was going to come from. I want you guys up here in the front just to turn around and look. Every statement I've made has nothing to do with anything any of you have done. Has nothing to do with decisions you've made. Everything I have said has nothing to do with what you've done. We all know these people up here have a better opportunity to win this $100. Does that mean these people back here can't race? No. We would be foolish to not realize we've been given more opportunity. We don't want to recognize that we've been given a head start. But the reality is we have. Now, there's no excuse.
Man.
They still got to run their race. You still got to run your race. But whoever wins this $100, I think it'd be extremely foolish of you not to utilize that and learn more about somebody else's story. Because the reality is, if this was a fair race and everybody was back on that line, I guarantee you some of these black dudes would smoke all of you. And it's only because you have this big of a head start that you're possibly going to win this race called life. That is a picture of life, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing you've done has put you in the lead that you're in right now. When I say go, on your mark, get set, go! If you didn't learn anything from this activity, you're a fool.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen that one before. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I just saw that for the first time the other day and seemed powerful.
Yeah, for sure.
A good way of displaying, like, then that's what racism is. It's not calling somebody names, that's prejudice.
Yep. It's having the advantage because of like race, status,
Race, exactly. So anyway, I will hop off of my high horse, which I'm not trying to be on, but just trying to bring awareness to what racism actually is versus prejudice. So yeah, thought that would be worth giving a little view.
For sure. Yeah, I remember I saw that one not long ago. I mean, long enough ago that I didn't remember, like, at first what it was. And then he started talking. I was like, oh, I remember. I feel like that one, it made me really sad. Like, it, because it sucks. That's just, like, reality.
Yeah.
It's awful.
And he makes great points.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing that you're doing.
Right.
It's
you're not doing anything wrong. It's just
systematic racism, or just, like Joaquin Phoenix, I guess, just like said something about this when he was accepting an award about like needing to change what the norm is around racism. And so, highlighting that like everybody still has their own problems. I mean, if we really want to go deep, a black person in America who's struggling as a result of oppression and racism still may have a better life than somebody who's living in a really poor part of India or something. Like, if you want to go that route, like having to carry your water 10 miles would be harder. However, as he points out, the struggles are subjective. So even though like we have this place to live, we can still experience negative emotions resulting from daily struggles.
Yeah.
So it's not that like your struggles are unworthy, because you still experience them and they still feel real because they are. It's just also realizing that somebody else didn't have as many leg ups, I guess, or didn't start from as beneficial of a spot. So I know I sound terribly uneducated about this, but
No, you're pretty smart.
just want to
You're
open
taking
some eyes,
classes.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Guess
one.
not.
That was a good video.
Yeah. Not necessarily saying, actually, I'm not at all saying that anyone who listens to this doesn't realize this, but just so it's out there.
Right.
And I looked at that video and it did not have many views or shares or whatever.
Was there like an origin story on that? Like where did it come from and like what kind of experiment, like what were,
like who put it together or
Yeah.
anything? I didn't look that deep into it. I just watched the video and I thought, well, that about sums it up.
Yeah.
That's the real deal.
That was a good one. I like that one. I watched it. It's like, wow. Yeah. Very
Yeah.
eye-opening.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, it's sad, but it's worth taking into account. So, anyway, that's that. We should also figure out what sort of powdered wigs we want to get for hors d'oeuvres in the court.
Yeah. We can look that up offline. Or I'll buy some hot hair curlers and I'll curl, well, not your hair, mine, and like make it all big and then I just dump a bunch of powdered sugar on it. How do you make the powdered? Baby powder?
It would be so much easier to just buy a wig.
I know, obviously.
I looked at wigs on Amazon this morning, Judge Wigs, and wow.
They're expensive?
No.
They're
but
not. They're fun.
Not. It's just really funny. If you guys are bored, search Judge's Wigs on Amazon and you'll see just the awesome display of pictures. I could do it on here even because it's got the screen share so people can, you know what? We can just do this together.
Okay.
That one-handed long-range type.
We should title this podcast Sleepy and Boring.
Yeah.
Not boring. Sleeping, boring, educational.
Never aired episode is what we should call it.
Backup episode.
Yeah.
That's fine too. I'm just kidding though. This has been a good one.
Yes.
The one that we filmed last, was that the one where I was feeling super loopy? Like I was like super tired. I thought like I was getting a migraine or was it a headache? I don't remember. But I felt like anxious and I was so uncomfortable, but it was actually really funny. That was a fun one. I think that wasn't the last one. That was the one before that where I was feeling kind of off.
Well, that would have been our first one back.
My.
So, yeah. So this is awesome. The
That
mannequins.
doesn't look like a judge wig though. That looks like the guy on the horse, like the old time, what's his name? Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony.
Paul Revere.
Paul Revere, there you go. Yeah. The one on the far right looks like the right type of wig.
Yeah, it is
Paul
also
Revere.
the cheapest.
Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony.
I like the mannequins. I love this dude. The face on
Ben
him.
Franklin. This reminds me of that Office episode.
This looks great.
Oh, no.
Look at how angry he is.
Oh, I need to put my glasses. That little kid looks pissed. Yeah, he's like, why are you taking... Like, why would you put that on a small child? He doesn't even know. Colonial costume. That's what they call it. Look at that guy in the eyeliner on the far left. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I know. That's just bad. And then this dude's bangs are out of this world.
I know, it's good. And then that gray one, it's
I
like a
like
mannequin
this.
with makeup.
Yeah, I like the dark one, keeping some color in there. That's kind of nice.
We should definitely get two different ones.
Yeah,
like one,
I think so too.
Oh, the one on the far right reminds me of the John character from Pocahontas.
Oh. Wow, look at the flow on this
know.
one.
Oh, look at that one. Doesn't even look like a judge wig. The one there on
This one? Or
Nope.
this one?
Nope, the one next to it.
Oh, yeah.
It
That
looks like a lady with bad hair.
with a poodle.
Wow, this is hilarious. This is a good
Yeah.
idea. Oh, look at the buns on that one.
Look at the... Oh, my God. Say no more.
Oh, it looks like Dracula. What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or the
what's
guy with the
happening.
gauges. What?
Yeah, nobody's
Or the guy with the
fooled.
finger. Ah.
Wow.
That one's got a mallet at least. Good for him. That one looks like a straight lady wig on the far left. Wow,
Yep.
these are insane.
I
And there's
know.
that small grumpy kid again.
Yes, this time he's got a hammer.
Less
A
grumpy.
gavel, I should say. What?
That's not even. That's
All
like
right,
a
we're just
braid.
getting into like random wigs. I like this black one though. That's kind
pretty
of
good
nice.
too. That's like
It's
Gaston from
oh
Sleeping
yeah,
Beauty.
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, same difference. They both have beauty in the title.
It's like John Stamos
Mm-hmm.
from Jesse and the Rippers. Oh wow, it really doesn't get any better than searching Judge wigs on Amazon.
That lady doesn't. What is
Wings
that?
of Fire. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, they're like,
Now it's getting.
we're running
Oh my gosh, creature wig.
$50.
Yeah, but it's 66 inches long. How many feet is that? That's a couple of feet.
That's 5.5 feet.
I like the one on the
Wow.
far right there. That guy with the glasses. That one looks legit.
Oh, that's a short person.
That is a short person.
Wow. Yeah. So anyway, I know we'll have to mix and match because it'd be cooler. But
Yeah, the gray one's
I
pretty
am
good.
drawn to that. That is
How much
nice.
is that one?
$22.
Oh, totally worth it if we do it though. Just imagine we're getting all prepared. I like that one too.
Yeah,
on the
this
far
one's good
right.
too, and it has. I
Cheap.
think it has the most reviews
Yeah.
as well. So we'll see. But for hors d'oeuvres in the court, which would definitely need to be a daytime episode. Yeah,
We'll have fun with that when we do it. That'll be soon.
that will be soon.
That one's still the guy with the gauges, just like
I
looking like that
know.
looks so bad.
And so does Poodlehead.
Poodle head. I have nightmares of poodle head.
Toby Maguire over here with
Oh yeah.
the vampire bite. It's gone pale.
Oh, it's Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt
Huh?
sleeping. What is that? Diaries of a Vampire. Or
Oh,
some
okay.
Sleeping with the vampire.
I thought you were like just realized that he looked like Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt, and I was
Definitely not. Yeah,
they don't
right.
look alike at
No.
all. Yeah.
But he looks like a vampire, and I was just thinking of that vampire movie from like when I was a small kid. I watched that one with my mom once, and I had nightmares of vampires flying up to my window.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see that, but I could see why you would have.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, that is excellent.
Look at that little ham over there sleeping. Aren't you jealous? My
Yeah.
arm burns. It hurts. so
Yeah, that
bad.
makes sense. That makes sense. We should address that.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Okay, I think I can stop this thing.
Yep.
Beep.
I hope this week is an easy one. I'm so tired. I feel like we should take just like a week off. We've been so busy. Just like well, obviously you can't take a week off.
A week off of what?
Work.
Oh,
Just like
yeah.
I'm good. Need a break. Break, please.
Yeah, the hard part about taking time off is that I don't want to come back.
And have a lot to catch up on. I've been doing that since being in Chicago, and that's been it's all right. There's some like, sometimes you get like emails or calls from really angry people, but a lot of them are super nice and understanding, and I love that. Like, they're so nice, some of them. There's this lady in Portland that I work with, and she's so nice. She's just like so appreciative. Like, thank you so much. Even like when stuff goes wrong, she's like, thank you so much for being so helpful. I'm like, thank you, lady.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish everyone was like that. People, what was I? Stop. But I like when people kind of like take a break. So, okay, I do this a lot. I get really mad or upset about stupid things. But like, if you just take a second to like kind of refocus and realize like what you're, this is like what you're saying, not necessarily like in the like the white privilege sort of thing, but like some people always have something worse going on.
Yeah.
And like, it's legitimate. You can have feelings and be upset, but if you kind of just like remind yourself that things could be a lot worse, or like whatever's happening isn't as bad as like, it's just a temporary thing. Like, I need to work on that.
I agree. You do. I feel like that is one thing that keeps me. Wow. That keeps me well grounded. I feel like I'm constantly considering how things could be worse.
Yep.
So, speaking of, I need to call my dad. I meant to do that today, but I forgot to. Because I haven't talked to him in a while.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe something happened. You just didn't tell me. Like.
Oh, no. Just like, I don't know. You know, I think about how my mom died, and then I think, like, I need to talk to my dad more. And then sometimes I forget, but I don't think about it as often as I should. So
yeah. I will never talk to my dad. And if he's listening, I don't like you.
He's not listening.
Yeah, probably not. Why
That's
would
for sure.
I don't like you at all.
Yeah. Sorry, father-in-law.
Well, my brother Jordan, I know like on Instagram, him and him are like friends. Him and Jeff, they're friends. Like they follow each other on Instagram, and I know Jordan has like shared like our podcast stuff. Like I think he's like posted it in his story or something, and like I specifically told Jordan not to post like wedding pictures on like Instagram or Facebook for the sake of like I don't want him seeing those because he doesn't deserve to. But that's why I feel like he could have access to this. He could be listening, and if he is, I just want him to know there will never be a friendship or relationship of any sort.
Well, change your perspective, and maybe one day you will.
Nah. Sorry, that was very dark, morbid, but anyways.
Yeah, also,
you should definitely
Jordan,
call your dad, though.
You can, like, post stuff on Facebook and make it unavailable for certain people to see. So, yeah. We got to make more clip videos, babe.
Yes. White guy Spanish reviews.
Yeah.
That's really funny. Yeah, we could do that. It takes like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
But you have to have the energy, and you definitely don't have that right now.
Well, we just have to figure out what we're going to review.
The toilet? You could just flush the toilet, do like a little bathroom one, brush your teeth, like, and spit. Bueno.
See?
There you go. Bathroom. We did the kitchen last time, so just kind of.
Yeah.
White guy house Spanish reviews. And then we could play house music in the back. I don't know what house music.
No. I could probably put like a nice little mariachi tone in the background. Like nice, dim, little quiet.
No, I don't like that.
You want house music for Spanish review?
I'm just kidding. I'm joking. But I like it without any noise at all. Just like the bueno.
It is
the way
simple.
that it pans. Bueno.
Yeah.
So good. Everybody follow that too. Is that a thing, or do we just post that on YouTube?
One of my friends said the video's too long. Like we take too much time panning. And I said the entire video is 40 seconds.
Yeah,
like,
what?
It's too long.
I guess we could try and cut it down a little bit, because I guess if someone's just clicking on something super quick, but then there's like the video of the guy in the Heelys, and that's like 5 minutes long, and that's hilarious.
But he is doing tricks in Heelys.
I know. I'm just saying that videos that...
Please write that down. We need to watch that the next episode. Flip it. Yeah. And then, yeah, take some notes, because that video is sick. And that guy deserves way more respect and attention for the heroic service he is providing.
It's funny how things that are so simple or silly, like, that's what people want. But
also, since we'll be on it,
my arm.
we gotta go through and find some soap shoe videos.
Soap shoes.
I used to have soap shoes. So sweet.
The hell is that?
They were like...
Actually, let's not get into it. We'll save it for next time, because this episode's pretty boring. We don't want to like end it on like funny stuff.
What?
Just save it for the next time.
So how do we end it then?
So it snowed this week.
It did. Okay, we can talk about
Real quick,
that.
yeah, it snowed, and the snow is fine. I love the snow. But
We
traveling
came
in
back
the
from a
snow-
trip. We didn't even talk about our trip last weekend.
Wow, we've got a lot. We'll save that. Maybe we'll do another podcast if we're feeling ready tomorrow.
Yeah, so anyway, we were out of town last weekend hanging out with friends, and then we came back, and on Sunday night, I guess, Super Bowl Sunday, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Which
Was that when it was snowing?
doesn't matter. I guess so.
Yeah, because I woke up Monday and I was like, there's snow.
Yeah. We don't watch sports, so there's that. Well, we watch UFC, but we don't watch team sports. And anyway, I had class on Sunday night, and it was snowing, and then Monday, it was because Sunday was so warm, and then it got like freezing temperatures Sunday night. So Monday morning, it wasn't so much the snow, it was just very icy. And I was going to work, and I'd take the highway to work, and there were many, many cars lining the highway that slid off the road. And as I was going to work, the truck in front of me spun out into oncoming traffic, and luckily there weren't cars so close, and he spun all the way off the road on the other side, so that person didn't get hit, they just spun out. But in the process of the car in front of me, in between me and the truck spins, car in between us slams on their brakes. I'm pumping my brakes because it's ice and I'm sliding. And I thought, even if I tap into this car, it will cost me way more than I make in one day to fix it. So I turned around and went home, and I spent the entire day doing my homework for the week, and I got that done, which was nice, which lent time for me to work on projects for my internship and get a head start on my paper that's due for this class a week from tomorrow.
Nice. All caught up.
That just made me so tired to think about how much work I still have to do.
That's a good note to end on, though. We've got lots to do. There was a lot of snow. There's going to be more tonight. And next week, we promise, will be even better than this week.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but we will.
Go Gert. Go Gert. Go Gert. Go Gert.
Go Blue.
I will. I'm going to eat a ton of Go Gert sometime. Maybe.
You can do that in your judge's robes.
Maybe. Oh my God. Go Gert. Doing that next week. Or even tomorrow, maybe. Maybe not tomorrow.
We'll figure it out. But I think we've done enough here. If you guys are still listening, thank you. We're back on Apple Podcasts, which is the new name for iTunes. So check us out there. We're on Spotify, Taking the Credit, TTC Clips. If you want to check out those, feel free. If you're still listening to this, please feel free to subscribe.
And if you ask Eli to take his shirt off, he will.
That's not going to happen. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you need to get a hold of me, you know how to get a hold of me, or just email takingthecredit@gmail.com. I do have a website, takingthecredit.com, but I don't think I have it up. But whatever. Who cares? Yeah. So anyway, take care. Do you have anything you want to say before we leave?
Nope, my arm hurts.
All right. Kirsten's arm hurts. See you guys.
Taking the credit.